All right. And we're recording. All right. So I'm going to jump in right away and get into the info that I promised that I was going to be giving out tonight. And those that asked me to do this session tonight, they can, if they're not online now, they can pick it up again later and watch it from wherever they want and watch what parts they want. So tonight, basically what I'm going to be talking about is basically the whole Isagenix experience. Tonight is mainly focusing on the products and some of the systems that we have. Sometimes I do talk about a bit about like the business and the health and wellness coaching and how to make the money. But tonight, that's not tonight's info. Tonight's info is basically on the products. So I will get right into it. So every presentation I do, Isagenix likes us to do the disclaimer up front saying that everybody's weight loss is different. Obviously, if you're a guy, your weight loss comes off a lot faster than us girls. We hate you for that. But anything else that's on here, the bottom disclaimer is basically about the business side. So there are different people making different levels of income. And obviously, dependent on your skills and how much work you put into it, you make different amounts of money. So, but tonight is not about the money. Tonight is about the products. So we'll move right along. You guys, if any of you have been following me at all on Facebook, you'll see that I've started into a Fall into Fitness challenge. And it is a 16-week challenge. You can jump in at any time whenever anybody's ready, and they can start their 16 weeks basically whenever you do start. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Francine Berry, and I've been with Isagenix now about, I guess in the new year, it'll be 4 years, because I was one of those people who jumped on kind of after Christmas, my New Year's resolution back in 2013. So I jumped on. I will tell you a bit about my story, so if that's okay. So before, most people wouldn't have considered me, like they wouldn't have looked at me and said, you know, she's fat or she's not energetic or whatever, because at that point I was still running half marathons and such, but I was 30 pounds heavier. So for me, I felt frumpy. I was frustrated that I was running these long distances, but I didn't look fit. And I was overwhelmed by all the stuff I had kind of going on in my life. It's a lot of the same types of things that are going on now. I just have a better way of dealing with it. And also my energy had a limit. So now most people know that I don't have much of a limit on my energy. It kind of goes when I wake up till when I go to bed. And I'm sorry for those when it's a little too much. But before, I was probably exhausted. I'm saying 9 p.m., but it was whenever I sat, basically. If I sat down, getting back up was the problem. Like after the kids went to bed, it was like plop on the couch. So I was introduced to Isagenix by one of my best friends. Her name is Sue Carroll. She just lives down the street. She's a mom of 4. She has 4 kids in hockey. Her schedule is more hectic than mine, if you want to believe that. So I watched her energy come back. She didn't have weight to lose, but for her, it was her energy that I saw come back up, and I saw her kind of come back to life. She was very confident in all the different results that she was seeing with people she was sharing it with, and I wanted to lose some weight, and that's all I was in it for. I'm like, don't talk to me about the business. Don't talk to me about any of that. So the first month in January back in 2013, I lost 17 pounds. And then and I took probably a week off or so because my birthday and trombone with the ladies all kind of happened in the beginning of February. And then I jumped in and did another 30-day system, and I lost the additional 12 pounds. I think it was 29 pounds that I had lost. Yeah, so it went from like 155 to 126. So being like 38, I think I was at the time, I felt that it was just part of getting older. Like I thought, you know what, I'll be fit, but I just won't look fit. But I didn't realize that it was so easy and so easy to maintain now that it's 3 years later. And I'm finally looking fit. I have energy to burn, for those that know me, and I'm comfortable like in my own skin. And for a lot of the times when I was running those long distances, and you see some of these runners and they were super fit, and to have that extra 30 pounds on a 5'3" frame was a big deal. So, and now I've learned to deal with a lot more of the stresses in my life. When you're feeling healthier and you have, you have the energy to deal with stuff, and you learn to plan better, everything kind of comes together. So in high school, which was a couple of years ago, I weighed 128, and I was an athlete. So I did play soccer, I did play basketball. And so after 3 kids and being now in my 40s, and being pretty much the same as I was in high school, to me, that is incredible. I have more muscle tone, I'm fitter, I'm stronger than I was in my 20s. I don't know how else to tell people that this is not a diet, yes, you'll lose weight, but you'll get into optimal health, and your body will become more like like a machine. So the more muscle you have, the faster calories will burn, the stronger you'll be. Like, I'll get into the products later, but like, these are just types of things, like the before and after. I can't tell you that, like, just by looking at pictures, there's a before and after obviousness, but it's what's on the inside that's happening in the muscle tone and the strength and stuff that's in my life and the energy that can't be caught in a picture. Well, maybe it can. That first picture was pretty energetic. I normally play like a 5-minute video, but I think that maybe what I'll do is I'll put the link up to this video instead of playing it, so that I can just kind of talk more to the products tonight. The video is basically about, like, there's a lot of Canadians. It's the new Isagenix video for Canadians, and so there's a lot of different Canadians that are in it. So there's real people, real results, and it talks a bit about that. So I'm not going to go through the video tonight, but I will post the link on my page so that people can watch it in their own time. So for most of you who have seen me post about the different solutions Isagenix have, there's obvious ones. There's ones for weight loss. There's ones for energy. There are ones for performance. So those of you who followed me last year on my little trail to running my first full marathon, I did post some of the products I was using, like pre-run and for my training during the runs and for recovery. So anybody that is training or is an athlete, there's a whole line of products that are amazing for athletes. I'm gonna try and ask my husband if he'll let me post his before and after photos. He's not as much of a Facebook show as I am, but his results are incredible. He's 6'3". He's played hockey pretty much his whole life, and now he just kind of plays like with the guys and stuff like that, like in the, I guess you call them the old timers leagues now that we're in our 40s. But he's lost 45 pounds, so he is more fit than I've ever known him, and we've been together 17 years. So that's pretty incredible. So I'm hoping that he'll let me share those as well. So there's also healthy aging. I have shared my mother's posts sometimes. My mother is a little spitfire, kind of like myself. And although she's 66 this year, and you'd never know. So I got all my family hooked on the products because they're all feeling amazing and getting stronger. And to be like, it's one thing to live long, but it's another thing to live long and healthy and energetic and enjoy your life. So that's what this whole system is about. So this is the Isagenix vision. Most of you have probably seen it if you've ever seen any of my info sessions before. And it's basically to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process create the largest health and wellness company in the world. So pretty good vision. I'm kind of behind that one. And for those of you who don't know me, science is my background. I am a scientist by trade. I have a chemistry degree and environmental health degree. And so science is super important to me. And so this slide is probably not important to a lot of people, but to me it is. It's a very science-based company. And for those that do want to know the science behind the products and what they do within the body, you can go to isagenixhealth.net, and it's basically the science and anything that has to do with health. So if you have questions regarding, like, if you're have diabetes and you're wondering if you can use the products, or if you have hypothyroidism and you're wondering if you can use the products, like all these kinds of questions, you can go and you can search and read up on some articles. And they also have a nutritionist on board to basically answer any types of those questions. So that's pretty awesome. Before we get into all the products, I want you to keep in the back of the head, like put in your head on a scale of 1 to 10 where you would rate your overall health. Now, overall health with respect to your energy, overall health with respect to your quality of sleep, just in general, like, is it where you want to be? And if there was one thing that you could change about your health in the next 90 days, what would that change be? And just keep that in there. So Isagenix has 5 pillars of health. It's their 5 pillars in their products, in their product line, that they use all the time. And so I'll talk to you about those 5 and then the individual systems. So everybody knows, they always see me with a shake. So there are 3 different types of shakes. So there's the meal replacement shakes. They have the Isoline shake, which has 24 grams of undenatured whey protein from New Zealand. And for those of you who do know about protein, the New Zealand protein is one of the top of the line proteins because there are no hormones and no steroids in the cows over there. And this protein in particular comes from the happy cows. So the happy cows are the ones, basically, they're milked in season. So the proteins themselves are actually processed at cooler temperatures so that the enzymes stay intact and that these proteins are literally like for recovery. They have like the branched chain amino acids and the digestive, like the enzymes that go along with these. It's top of the line protein you can get. You can do any kind of research on the proteins that are out there, but an undenatured whey protein is amazing for athletes. And well, it's the same kind of protein the athletes use as or in the other systems. It's just that's the protein that's used in all the shakes. The other one for athletes is the Isoline Pro Shake, which has 36 grams of protein. Now, you probably see me drink these ones when I'm doing a pretty hard workout or when I'm going for like a long run. I do drink one probably about an hour before I go for the run, as well as probably within that half-hour window of when I finish the run. So there are 36 grams of protein. So within that 2-hour frame, I'm getting about 72 grams of protein, but it's really high quality protein. And so when I don't want sore legs the next day, I'm making sure to get that protein in when the window is, when it's optimal. So you can see they're all low glycemic, they're gluten-free, they're soy-free, which is super important. And they also have 23 vitamins and minerals in them, as well as like, well, you can see what it's equivalent to on the screen, and nobody's eating everything on this screen. The second pillar of health that they do have is the Cleanse for Life. I know a lot of you see me doing it every now and then. I do like a cleanse day. I do double cleanse days. So if I'm going to do one, I do two. So right back to back. And what this is basically I'm trying to think of the best analogy I can think of, is it's like an oil change for your car. It's like an oil change for your body. So it's not a digestive tract cleanse for those of you who don't know much about the cleanse itself. It is literally like you're drinking a lot of fluids that day. You're also taking in small amounts of, they're scientifically formulated for cleanse days, but you're having like little chocolates and little chewables, different things to kind of help your body support the cleansing system throughout the day. And it basically does for you what your body does at night anyway. Your body is in natural detox mode at nighttime. You're not eating overnight. And so basically, it's got a lot of ionic minerals, antioxidants, aloe vera, and gentle cleansing herbs that helps the body or supports the body in doing what it does overnight. It just continues it through in the day. So people often wonder, like, how am I ever going to go a day without eating actual meals? Believe me, I know how you feel. I felt the same way. But what I found was that when I did a cleanse day, I was actually, this is going to sound bizarre, but I was actually less hungry than I was on the days that I was eating. And I didn't get it until I started reading up, of course, in science in the background. So if what you're putting into your body doesn't go over that 50 calorie mark, so you're putting something in every hour, but it never goes over that 50 calorie mark, your body will stay in cleanse mode. So it's helping your body release toxins at the cellular level. So this is not a liver cleanse. It's not a digestive cleanse. It's a cellular level cleanse. So when your body is introduced to toxins in the environment, be it from the air, from the food, from the water, from whatever, your body will take those and they trap them in the body, and then your body wraps them in fat. And if your organs or your body sees these as toxins or harmful to the body, that will then wrap your organs in fat, which is visceral fat. And that's the fat that's the most difficult to get rid of. So for the majority of people out there, your trouble area is right around the middle. So where your organs are, where your body's going to store the majority of the fat. So this system is incredible for that type of fat. And I'll show you a couple of slides ahead about some of the scientific results that are the studies that have been done to show the differences between just a regular heart healthy diet and the Isagenix nutritional cleansing system. So, so this one I love. This is their third pillar of health. So this is Ionic Supreme. I always have some of this stuff kind of floating around. So I call it Mommy's Little Helper. It goes in my Superwoman juice. It goes in my recovery juice. It goes in pretty much like anything that has to do with stress on the body, whether it's mental stress, whether it's physical stress from exercise. This stuff is amazing. It has adaptogenic herbs, and if you don't know what those are, it helps your body regulate stress levels in the body, basically. So if you can think of the most stressful situation, if you are a road rager, this is how I tested it. So my husband the first thing I introduced my husband to was this, because he's a road rager. So but he was not he didn't want to do anything with the products, but he was seeing that I was having results. And I said, look, I don't have a lot of stress in my life. I don't stress out a lot. I'm pretty easygoing. I don't know if it's because I'm from Cape Breton or not, but I just don't let things bug me. So I said, can you just take one shot of this every single morning before you go to work and let me know if it's making any difference? And so he said, by the time, I think it was like 3 or 4 days later when he came home from work, and he's like, look, I gotta tell you. So I was driving to work this morning, and he was, I don't know if he was whistling or singing, I forget now, it's been like 3 years, but whatever it was, he's like, I was like whistling or something, I was on the way to work, and then I was like, I almost wanted to slap myself in the face. I was like, you're going to work. And it was almost, he said, it kind of made him take like a deep breath when he was at his most anxious moment on the road. So that was my turning point for ionics, and introducing that to people that have more of a mental type of stress in their life. But for me, in my physical stresses on the body, like with working out or with like the long distance runs or even going to the gym, like it's amazing in your recovery shape. So this one I can't say enough of. If there was one product I am certain that I will take every single day for the rest of my life, it's this one. And if there is stressful days, whether it's at work or whatever, I take it twice. So that's one of my favorites. Ageless Essentials with product B, that's number 4 and 5. They can come separate, but they also come in a pack. So they come in a box. That's all convenient. I have none in there to show you, but they come in like 2 little packets, and ones that like one for morning. Oh, they're there on the screen. So they come in the morning pack and a PM pack. And so what's in there basically is there's like a multivitamin, there's antioxidants, your omega-3 fatty acids. Everything that your body needs to function and feel amazing comes in those 2 little packets. So I guess our food, or the food that we eat, isn't the same as it was when like 50 years ago or whatever. So take a bowl of spinach, for instance, like 50 years ago, you have to eat like 40 bowls of the same spinach to get the same nutritional content as you did like 50 years ago. So it's, most people do take some sort of vitamin. However, these ones, what I found out about these vitamins, because people were like, well, what's the difference between these? And I want to go to Shoppers and get some vitamins. And so I asked the question to doctors because I wasn't sure. And so what they said was, take the vitamins from the grocery store or wherever you get your vitamins and put them in a glass of vinegar, and then take the isogenics ones and put them in a glass of vinegar, and that will kind of mimic the stomach acid. If they're not dissolved in 5 to 10 minutes, then your body's not absorbing them. So the isogenics ones, of course, were dissolved like super fast. And I was like, oh, and then what they also said about the vitamins, and I don't know if a lot of people are into vitamins or not. I wasn't before, but now I am, because I see the effects they have on my body and in my lifestyle. So what I do notice is the difference between, I don't know, my energy level, my mental clarity, my cravings. So for people that crave salt and sugar, some people don't know this. Your body's lacking a certain mineral or vitamin in the body, you actually crave other things. And so I don't crave anything. I mean, I still like the taste of chocolate and things like that, don't get me wrong, but I don't have to have them. So if it's there, I can take a little piece and I'm good. I got my taste of chocolate, I'm happy. Or for me, maybe it's a couple of nachos. I do like my salt. So, and it's not a craving for salt, but I do love the taste of salt. It's just the way I am. So that's a little bit about the vitamins. The product B, isogenesis, is what I call my fountain of youth pill. So what it basically is, it basically supports cellular health. And on the end of your DNA strands, here I go into Scienceville, and I'm sorry for those that get bored by science. On the end of your DNA strands, there's 2 little caps known as telomeres. And so what's in product B, isogenesis, is an enzyme called telomerase, and it actually helps strengthen and support the telomeres. So that's what keeps cellular health. And to keep my cells in my body healthy is sounds like a good idea to me. So I've started that about 3 years ago, and I'm keeping on it for probably ever. Okay, so these are the study that I was mentioning earlier. So it's a study that was done at the University of Illinois in Chicago, and it was a 10-week study. So these are the results from the isogenics nutritional weight loss system versus the heart healthy diet. So you can see that there's 56% more weight loss with isogenics, 47% more fat loss with isogenics, and then twice as much visceral fat. So the visceral fat is that fat that's around your organs that's the hardest fat to get rid of. So this was incredible. And that's those are based on MRI findings. So they have the pictures in isogenicshealth.net if you want to look at the MRIs of like the before, like the 2 different systems and the people that have used it, like have at her, because I think it's cool. And then the last one is just basically, it's a marker. It's another health marker. So the average reduction in oxidative stress in the blood. So 35% greater reduction in biological oxidative measurements with isogenics. Like, that's incredible. So it's not only about weight loss, people. It's about getting into optimal health. And that is why I'm truly passionate about it. There are a zillion other things on the market to help you lose pounds. Who cares? Get into optimal health, feel and look amazing, and be able to pass that type of energy on to somebody else and to help and inspire others to do the same. That's why I'm hooked, and that's why I love to do what I do. So these are just a few examples of some of the athletes that use our products. So you can see there are Olympic athletes, there's former NFL players, there's NHL players, there's all kinds of athletes that use the Isagenix products. Now, we all use the same types of products. The timing and how they're used and the amount of products that are used are a little bit different. So the athletes are obviously consuming a lot more. So let's say that their consumption is probably close. Some of these athletes are up to 4,000 calories a day. So they may be eating 6-7 times a day, and 3 of these meals may be an Isodine Pro shake. So that's 36 grams every single time, so that they don't have to like prep 7 meals a day. So it's convenient. They know exactly what's in it. All the products are third-party tested. They have the National Sports Federation stamp in the United States. Olympic athletes need to have that stamp on anything that they consume if it's a protein. And so the Isoline Pro Shake does have that stamp, and it is third-party certified by the National Sports Federation. So that's important for all the national level athletes. So the 16-week challenge that I am doing, it is the IsaBody Challenge. I like to make it a bit more fun and call it like around Christmas, it'll likely be the Little Black Dress Challenge. Right now it's the Fall into Fitness Challenge. We like to give it fun names and make it a bit more fun in the group. So the IsaBody Challenge is a total body transformation challenge. So it helps you set goals for either weight, fitness, or overall health. Just for finishing, you get $200 in free product. Everyone that completes it gets a t-shirt and that $200 coupon, no matter what. But the people that do really well, and now I don't just mean the picture is worth 50% of the overall marks or whatever they do, but they also have $200,000 in cash prizes and trips. Now, if that's not incentive for anyone to keep steady on your goals, then I don't know what is. Money kind of motivates me. The grand prize winner gets $25,000 plus like a whole bunch of swag and products and stuff like that. But it's pretty amazing, I think. And it's fun. So there are thousands of people that have had before and after pictures, but like I'm using some of the Canadians here on these slides because I want it to be a bit more closer to home with people. I know I posted my befores and afters, my brother's before and afters, and a lot of my friends that have done it. Like today I posted Brandy's, and she actually, I don't think she's on this call, but she was one of the ones when she enrolled. I'm going to share her story. She's another hockey mom like me, and she likes to have maybe a beer or two on occasion, and she didn't think that she was going to be able to stop drinking for 30 days. So she did the 30 days, and she hated water. She told me she wasn't going to drink any water. So I thought that she was not going to be able to last this 30 days. Anyways, if you look on my Facebook page, you can see her before and after. It's incredible. And her husband jumped on board 2 months, and he was looking stellar. So I think it's just about getting past the idea that it's not a diet. It's literally a nutritional performance system to help you get into optimal health and to stay there. So when people ask me, like, I'm using this kind of weight loss shake, how does yours compare? I'm like, the shake, that's one thing. I said, but it's a system. Like there's shakes, of course, and you can use them for recovery, and it's got the best product. Like there's no artificial flavors, there's no artificial coloring, there's no artificial sweeteners. Everything in it is all natural, and it's all like processed cold temperatures, and everything is third-party tested. So if quality is important to you, then look up all the different ingredients that are in it and look up the certifications that it has. And believe me, I've done my research. It's what I do. It's what I do for a living. And nobody asked more questions than me in the beginning. So please feel free to send me any questions you might have, because I'm certain I've asked them and I can find you the answer. And if you didn't already know this, if you're like, there's something holding you back, you're like, I don't know if I can do this. There is a 30-day, 100% money back guarantee. So they are so confident in their products and that you'll have amazing results that they offer this guarantee. So if after 2 weeks you decide this is not for me, I don't think I can do this, or I'm not having any results, sorry, but you will. You can send it back and they'll give you your money back. So that's how confident they are, and that's how confident I am. So These are just a few of the packs, and I'm going to get into those now. You ready? You ready to redefine your normal? Normal is not exhausted, people. Normal is energetic, healthy, strong, and it has nothing to do with your age. So here's some of the product ranges and the systems that we have. So I'm going to go through 4 of them. There's the 3 that one is a business builders pack. I'll talk about that one first. The only thing that I'll mention about the business probably tonight. But the other 3 packs are the packs that I recommend on a pretty regular basis. So there's a good, better, and a best pack. I'll start with the best. I'll go to the better, and then I'll stop with the good. So the first one is the ultimate pack, which is the business builders pack. Now, the reason I am introducing this, not just only like as if you are a business builder, this is the best pack to go with. However, if you're a couple and you're looking to start, this is a great pack to start with because it's got enough products for both of you and then some to share. So couples / family pack, there's all kinds of products in here, and it's good for sharing with whoever. So that pack is $1,199, but that covers, it's about $10 a meal, but it has 2 boxes of the vitamins with the product B. It's got 6 boxes of shakes. It has 1 of just the protein. This is kind of like a guy girl pack. So there is like a 30-day system in there for like weight loss and stuff like that, but there's also one that's more like a performance pack that a lot of the times is one that a man starts with. So that just shows you basically in one big kit there. That's a huge kit. So now when I get into the ones that I recommend for people one-on-one, this one is the best pack. Like if someone says, set me up for the best success, this is the kit. Now, this kit is $600 Canadian. It does come with free enrollment. It replaces 68 meals, so it comes in at about $8.80 a meal. And I know up front some people look at that and they're like, oh, that's a lot of money, but not a lot of people go out shopping for a whole month when they go grocery shopping. So divide it up by 4, and then you can see like per week, it's pretty awesome for what you get in there. And you don't realize how awesome it is until you try it, but you'll be like, oh my God, that was awesome. I know that some people are now like, they're into their 2nd month and stuff, and they're like, wow, I wish I had known. And so I told them that I think what I'm going to start walking around with is my t-shirt. I'm going to get a t-shirt made that says, I told you so. I'm just going to walk around with it and be like, so this is the President's Pack, and it's the best pack. So it comes with a 30-day system in it, but it also comes with a bunch of snack options. So for those of you who are super busy and on the go all the time, it does come with a box of bars. It does come with a few shaker cups filled with a bunch of more samples. It also has the vitamins, the Ageless Essentials with product B, so pillars 4 and 5 that I talked about just a little earlier. This one obviously has all 5 pillars in it, but this is the difference between the best pack and then the better pack, which comes next. So the Pace Setter pack is an amazing pack as well. So this one is $439. The difference between this one and the President's Pack is that the President's Pack has the Ageless Essentials with product B. This one just doesn't have the vitamins. Now, for those of you though, there's those of the people that are looking to start up and get amazing results, and that they just have a little bit more strict of a budget. This is the one I started with, and this is the one that a lot of people that I get start with. Because if or when they get their results, what happens is people start asking questions, okay, and they want to figure out how they started, which is how I started doing this. Oh my God, you look great. What are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And so I got them started, and I had somebody else coach them because I had no idea what I was doing back then, but now I do. And so when I started with this, and 5 people, oh my God, 1 second, I take a drink of water. Reset. So once you start sharing with people and you share with your first 5 people, Isagenix actually sends you a free box of the Ageless Essentials with product B. And it's $160 value. So it's what I tell people is like, if you want to try the vitamins, you know what, go ahead and get your like amazing results from your first 30 day with this. People are going to start asking, they're going to want to know, they're going to join you. And then once 5 people join you in this, like to do Isagenix, you'll get a free box and you can try them then. And then every time you sign up 5 people, Isagenix sends you another box. So let's just say I'm not paying for any vitamins. But I feel that well, if I didn't get the vitamins, I'd be buying them now because I love them so much. But this, to me, is one of the best packs to start with if budget is an issue. So because you still get the snack options as well. So the smallest pack, or the good pack, it's still a good pack. It's a 30-day system. Now, it doesn't have the snack options with it, but you do have the 30-day cleansing and fat burning system. There is one for energy, there is one for performance, and there is one for healthy aging. There's also, so those are the 4 solutions that Isagenix provides, but also they come in the Pace Setter pack as well. There's also President's packs, the big one, the $5.99 pack. They also have them for energy, performance, and healthy aging as well. So depending on what your health goals are and what questions you have after this, because I know that I go through quickly. It is 8:01, so I'm trying to keep it at a good pace, and I'm trying not to take my speech up another notch, because I do speak pretty fast sometimes, and I know that some of my girlfriends that want to watch this later are French first, so I'm doing my best to slow it down. So those were the systems. So they have the shakes, the ionics, they have all the 5 pillars. And you know what I will talk about quickly though is the schedule. So people are like, what is this 30-day system? What does it look like? So I don't have a slide on it, but I'll talk to it a bit about it. Oh, you know what? I didn't even know this was here, and it's right in front of me. So this is my IsaBody Challenge calendar. That was September, so I got to update October. I'm behind. So what it looks like is you do a couple of shake days, a couple of cleanse days, and then 5 shake days, and then repeat. So in your 30 days, there are only 4 cleanse days, and it's up to you how you want to do it. So there is an accelerated fat loss plan where you have 2 cleanse days back to back, the first week and the second week, and then your shake days are the rest of the month. So, or there are some people that like to do it a little bit slower, and they do 1 cleanse day a week for 4 weeks. Or there are those that can't handle a cleanse day, like those that have diabetes, that their sugars are all over the map and they have to be very precise with everything that's in their diet. They'll do a daily cleanse. So it's literally just taking a shot of that cleanse juice to help accelerate a bit of the cleansing that your body does at night naturally. So it's a way slower, like a detox, but it is accelerating what's already being done. So that's amazing for those that don't have the option of doing a full cleanse day. So there are ways, no matter what kind of, I guess maybe, I don't know, I'd call them obstacles, what kind of obstacles you have to kind of with nutrition, but this is literally just nutrition. There's no magic pill. You're not going to like wake up and like you take a pill and you get skinny. This is literally all different types of dense nutrition in low calorie with no artificial anything. So the products themselves are super high quality and they work. So most people have been waiting. I think they've been waiting for me to just kind of bounce back up again. But I've worked these things into my lifestyle, and I don't do a 30-day system all the time. That's not what I do. I do drink 2 shakes and have 2 meals probably every day. So I have a shake for breakfast every day because I love what they do for my energy levels. I love, they keep me full and they're fast. And for those of you who know me, I have 3 kids and the mornings are busy in this house. So I work out, I get up at 4:30, I go to the gym, I get back by 6, I get ready by 6:30, I get the kids out of bed, I make their lunches, I get them ready, and I'm out the door by about 7:15 to get to work. So I do work full time, and then I come home and we do hockey and such in the evenings. We don't have hockey tonight, so that's why I'm doing an info session quickly to kind of, and I'll record it so that others can watch. And I think that this is my best way to share the information with everyone. And you can always ask questions at any time. You can Facebook message me. You can contact me anyway. Like I have my cell phone number is up on my business page. It's Isa Caper. I think it's like www.facebook.com/Isa Caper. So Isagenix Cape Brenner, for those of you who don't know what my big, my acronym, Isa Caper. But yeah, so ask me questions anytime. And if there are medical related questions, I can always get you on a call with somebody in our team. We have medical doctors, we have nurses, we have nutritionists, we have chiropractors, we have, you name it. If you have somebody you want to talk to, pharmacists, whatever, you have somebody you want to talk to that uses the products and knows like professionally how like the interactions and everything else works, that can happen. Like you can talk to somebody or bring it to your doctor and ask, bring it to your pharmacist and ask. Don't like just be skeptical about the products and wonder if they'll work for you. They will work for you. You just have to figure out how it will work within your lifestyle. That's it. And I know that I can help. So I've got my team of up over 500 now. So I've been doing this for a few years, and I am continually getting messages and thank yous and hugs for people that live close by. For thank yous for getting them started and not giving up on them. And somebody posted a message the other day on Facebook on her wall, and I read it sadly. Oh, were you raising your hand or was that by accident? Oh, you're raising, oh, that was a thumbs up? Okay. Thanks, Kim. I can't hear you because you muted yourself. Hi, Tristan. So yeah, you're muted, by the way, Kim. I can't hear you. You have to unmute yourself.
Got it.
There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Say hi.
Hello.
Hi, Tristan.
And Francine, I just want to say, there's William and Ashley, and we're trying to go to bed, but, you know, a mompreneur, what can I say? But that being said, I've enjoyed these products for 6.5 years, and I learned a lot from you tonight, so thank you. It just means you never stop learning, and I think I wrote a message saying that if I don't know the answer, I love that other people can say, here's where you go to find it.
Yeah.
Don't have to know the answers because I don't always know the answers.
Exactly.
So you kind of reminded me of that tonight, so thank you.
Welcome. I didn't know any answers in the beginning. That's why I asked so many questions.
Yeah, some people just don't. We don't have the time. We don't have the space. We're not into that. But if you can just direct us there,
That's right.
it makes it so simple. So
Yeah.
thank you. Good night.
Yeah. So this is the part this is the part where I normally, like, if people were concerned about like the cost and maybe they want to figure out how to get their products paid for, this one is a 2-minute video on how to get your products paid for. Again, I'm not going to play any videos tonight for people, but what I will do is I will post the link on my page. So I'll do a little quick rundown on my page of what I talked about and then the links to the videos that I normally play, because if I was doing a presentation in the house, I would play the video, just sit down and have a drink or whatever. It's going to play it. There we go. So basically, how does the system work? You basically use the products, people see your results, and they ask and they want to be part of what you're doing, and then you share it with them. And then for those that want to go a bit further and earn a couple of dollars, whatever it is, whether it's to pay for like a car payment, or to pay for like groceries one week, or who knows, to pay for a mortgage payment or more, maybe pay for your kids' hockey. All these things are amazing, and it's whatever you want it to be for you. So depending on if it's just health goals, if it's just products, or anything else, you do exactly what it is you need for you, and that's basically what this system is all about. And when someone gets started in Isogenics and they start in my team, it's me that you're dealing with. So I'm your coach. I'm there, like, I don't know if you know this, but those that see me, this is not very far away, and I always have my phone, and I'm always there to answer questions. No question is a dumb question, and I will motivate the crap out of you till you hit your goals. So you have to identify to me what your goals are, what you want to do, what you want to accomplish. I will help you get there. And for those that have more specific goals that are outside my range of my profession, I do have lots of friends on my team who are there at a phone call, and they are absolutely willing to help anyone hit their goals. So I just wanted to say thanks everyone that took time out of their busy schedules, because I know that everyone is leading busy lives. But if you want to know anything more or have any questions about a bit more about how the system works and whatnot, then please don't hesitate to send me a question or ask a question right now if you want to. I'm going to stop sharing the presentation because, oh wait, now I have one more slide. Who doesn't like Richard Branson? All right. So if someone offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure if you can do it, say yes and then learn to do it later. I love it. So this quote only works here because you got the 30-day 100% money back guarantee. All right. So I'm going to stop sharing the screen. And ta-da! Oh, there's people chatting. Oh my gosh. Sorry. I didn't see any of the chats the whole time. Oh my gosh. Hi, Dave. Hi, Devin. So yes, I'll go through the chats really quick because there probably was questions coming in. Oh man. So the vinegar testing for vitamins was new to me too, Devin. I had no idea. That's why when someone asked me the difference between the two types of vitamins, I wasn't really sure because I don't normally take vitamins. I didn't normally take vitamins on a regular basis. So yes, Steve, there are so many products, and I understand. I love all of them, and I can integrate everything into my lifestyle. I know I can. It's just basically what my goals are, and I try to focus on what my goals are and use the products that I need to get there, because I love a lot of the products. I buy the bars like in boxes of 6 because the kids eat them. Now that my oldest is in grade 7 now, she can take the bar. She loves to take a bar for lunch. She says she has 15 minutes to eat lunch. So she's like, can I take a bar? And so now I don't have to worry about the peanut allergy thing. I can just send her with a bar. And that's awesome. So let's see. I don't, oh, I love that you don't need to know all the answers. I don't need to know all the answers. I do, my biggest skill I find is that I'm really great at motivating people and pulling greatness out of people when they don't even know it's there. I love people, and I know it's obvious sometimes, but I do thoroughly enjoy people, and I love to bring people's greatness out, and I love to help them hit goals, and I love to celebrate when they hit goals. I do love to celebrate. So these are all things that I like. My energy and my positive attitude towards anything is kind of one of my strengths. And so I feel that a lot of people need that in their life, or need to know how to bring that out within themselves. And so when you're feeling good, it's a lot easier to bring out a positive, healthy mindset than it is when you're in a body that you are feeling exhausted, you're feeling stuck, and things like that. So understand that you're never too old to start this, and you're never stuck. There is solutions for whatever health goals. It's you that has to decide. It's you that has to go for it, and we're here to support. Like, I help teach people about the products, then you basically learn it and you decide what to do with it, and then I support you. That's basically how it works. So that's it. That's how I roll. Let's see what we got here. Kim's gone to bed. Oh, close that. I got everything all open here. Chat. Oh, my chat's gone again. There it is. I am going to do a separate presentation on the business side of it. So, because some people want to know a bit more about how to make money on the side as well, because in the beginning, I wasn't interested in that. But if you go into any of these business conferences, I don't know if you saw any of my pictures from Vegas, there were 14,000 people there. And I would say 13 to 13.5 thousand of those people didn't start for the business. These people all come in and they are just looking to have some sort of solution to a health, like to reach some sort of health goal. And then they have such fantastic results that it's a no-brainer to share it. Like, are you going to find, like, you're going to sit here and you're going to feel amazing and you're going to like feel the best you've ever had, and you see one of your friends and they're struggling with weight loss, or they're struggling with their energy? Of course you're going to tell them about it. Of course you are. Why would you not? So that's what I do. So I tell the world because it's amazing. And I will post another, let me see, I have to check my schedule. It is pretty busy. What I should do is start off every presentation with what my schedule looks like because my schedule is ridiculous. So tonight I just happened to luck out, and I had a lot of people asking. I'm like, okay, great, I'll do the info session tonight. So that is basically the whole info session, and I tried to keep it short. It was 45 minutes, but I went a little bit longer than I usually do. And absolutely no problem, Dave. I'll put the link up, obviously, in my Isacaper page, but then I'll share it on my personal page as well so that people can see. And, well, I'll send you an invite anyways. So I'll send out, I won't send as many invites out to the business one as I do to the product one. So if anyone out there is interested in the business one, keep your eye on my page. I will post, I will create an event this week, probably on Friday, because I do work at home. So at lunch, I can take that hour and do my isogenics on my lunch hour. So hopefully you guys got a lot of information out of this tonight, and I hope it was useful. And for those of you who were sent here by someone else you know, then please get back to them with any questions you have, and get started on, like, just imagine, like, you get enrolled this week. By next week, you can already be on your way to feeling amazing. So it's a no-brainer. And, like, I'm honest to God, like, a 30-day, 100% money back guarantee, that's like a friggin' no risk friggin' trial period, basically. So get out there, get using the products, and start feeling amazing. That's it. That's my message. So I hope everybody has a great night. It is 8:15, and it's time for me to start putting my babies to bed. So if you have any questions, send me a Facebook message. I'll get back to it after I get everybody in bed tonight and finish doing homework with the oldest one. And then that's it. That's perfect. PM is perfect. And I will talk with everyone later. And I'm going to stop the recording. Good night.